What's going on, guys? This is Christian Martinez, and today is not going to be a cover I'm going to be doing. Sorry, I need something. There we go. It's a shake. So yeah, today is not going to be a cover. Today I'm going to be doing some story time. Not with my shades, because I cannot read well with my shades on. So yeah, I'm going to be doing some CreepyPasta time. Like I said, that in my YouTube channel I would record me telling a story. So here we go. This is MOP, Nothing is Scarier, written by Duncan R. Alright, here we go. Let's begin. Applebloom turned in her bed and pulled her blanket over, trying to sink back into the haze of sleep. A quiet scratching noise came from the window, just irregular enough to irritate. She sighed and scrunched her eyes shut, but something about the noise continued to nag at her. She opened her eyes and stared at the blank wall beside her bed. The brightly colored paint was muddy brown in the darkness, and the shadows brought out every little warp and bend in the wooden planks. Her ears twitched as the scratching continued. It didn't sound like a tree branch or a bird speak at all, and it wasn't coming from the window either. She swallowed a lump in her throat and turned over again. Her eyes flicked to the glass panes, but there was nothing on the other side. Okay, now let's be quaint. I'm gonna do voice impersonations. So here goes Applebloom. Wherever heard that sound before? That was Applebloom. I know I didn't sound good, but I'm not Michelle Schraber. Sorry if you are watching this, if you pronounce your last name any differently. Okay. So, yeah. She lifted up her pillow and looked at the little pouch she laid there. It was the shape of an apple with a bite mark with the words, "An apple a day," clumsily sewn on the side. She made it herself with constant guidance from Granny. She looked in the pouch. She looked inside the pouch and saw the baby tooth she placed within. Guess the tooth fairy hasn't shown up yet. Maybe that's her right now. I sound a lot like Granny Smith, do I? She stared at the door to her closet as the scratching continued. These days, the closet was just a place to keep all the old toys she never played with and papers she long ago brought home from kindergarten. She never kept new things in there, just a bunch of old horseshoes and one or two Sunday dresses that didn't fit her anymore. Nothing but cobwebs and old things now. She thought back to when she was younger, when the closet had been part of her daily routine. She'd been so proud to finally have a real bedroom of her very own, with a whole closet all to herself. The memories came rushing back at once, like the time she set up a little painter's easel and used it as a makeshift studio, and the time she camped there all night pretending it was a cabin. Then she remembered why she stopped using the closet. There we go. The sound stopped, and Applebloom sat up and stared at the door. She flinched as something in her closet fell over. Something in the closet fell over and spilled something on the floor. A box of old craft beads, probably. The shuffling and the scratching resumed, a little louder than before. What if I'm wrong? What if it's just a bird or a mouse or something? She reached under the bed and snatched her fluffy slippers, hoping they would muffle her hoof steps. It took her a long time to find the courage to climb out of the bed, and she never actually approached the closet. I should look inside and make sure it's really him. I don't want
Applejack to think I'm telling fibs.
Even from a distance, you could tell it wasn't scratching against the floor. It was shuffling in place, scratching the door. It was scratching and thumping against the floor. Sorry.
You know what? Maybe I can go for it right now. I can live with being wrong. I don't know if I'm living, I'm right.
Apple Bloom walked across her room as slowly as she could and opened the door, taking a special care to lift the latch quietly. The hallway was longer than usual, and the floorboards creaked ever so quietly. She walked to Applejack's room. It was a farmhouse, so of course everything creaked. Sometimes walls and doors would creak for no reason, especially in the morning, as if the house was stretching its back as a bulk. She reached to knock on the door, but paused to look back in her own room. She left the door open. What if it hurt her? Apple Bloom pulled on the latch and walked to her big sister's bedroom. The room was just as dark as her own, and the only sound was faint snoring. She went to the large bed and tugged on the quilt.
Sales?
The faint snoring continued unabated, but Apple Bloom tugged on the quilt a little harder.
Wake up, sis. I need your help with something. Grown-up help.
The snoring came to an end with one final snort. What was it?
I need your help with something. Grown-up help.
What time is it? That's Applejack. Applejack rolled over and looked at her bleary-eyed. Apple Bloom? Well, it's so late. Or is it early? She peered over at the edge of the bed.
Mr. Jiggles is back.
Applejack propped herself up and squinted at her. Say again, Lair?
It's Mr. Jiggles. He's back.
Who?
He used to live in my closet.
Applejack whispered.
I don't know why he went away, but he's back now. You're a grown-up. Can you get rid of him for me?
It's just a bad dream. Go back to sleep. Apple tugged on the quilt, this time out of frustration.
It's not a dream. I can hear him walking around in there.
Now hold on a minute. Is this the same imaginary friend of yours from way back? She shook her head quickly.
He ain't no friend of mine. He ain't no pony's friend.
But you stopped having those nightmares years ago. How do you remember any of that?
I would have been fine and dandy not remembering. It's not my fault he decided to come knocking again.
Applejack rolled her eyes and rubbed the bridge of her nose. Did you slay him?
No, but I heard him.
You put your baby tooth under your pillow, right? Well, maybe this Mr. Jiggles is really just a tooth fairy.
It's Mr. Jiggles, said Apple Bloom with a frown. He don't giggle 'cause he ain't got no mouth. And anyhow, I know it's him scratching from the scratching noise when he hopples around those pointy little pokers of his, and it sounds like pins and needles.
Are you saying he's got needles for legs?
I'm talking about the pins and needles when you get one when you bang your knee. It feels all numb and prickly. Whenever he rocks around, it sounds the way pins and needles feels.
What is that even? Applejack stared at her, wide-eyed. Apple Bloom, that's awful.
I know. That's what I've been trying to tell you.
No, I mean... Applejack tossed her quilt with a sigh and climbed out of bed to slip into her own set of fluffy slippers. Never mind. It was just a terrible dream, that's all. I'll let you get back to bed and tuck you right in. Applejack stuck out her bottom lip and hopped in place.
Can I just sleep in here with you? Pretty please?
You're too old for that now, Apple Bloom. She opened the door and walked out of the hallway without taking a token attempt to stealth. Don't you remember all that fuss and whine you put up last year about wanting your own room? Well, this is part of parcel of finally getting what you want. When you get older, you gotta have the courage to accept big changes. They walked into her room side by side. Applejack lit a lamp on the dresser and carried it to the closet door. The flickering amber light sent shadows dancing across the walls. All right then. Now you're absolutely certain that this Mr. Jiggles,
He's made of jelly.
is in your closet now. And if I open it up, we might see him for sure?
I don't know, said Applejack, peering at the door. I never got a real good look at him before, 'cause he's really good at not being seen. I don't hear anything now, but he was in there a minute ago for sure.
Well, either he's in there or he ain't. It's not like there's any other way for him to get in and out of the closet.
But he does,
hissed Applejack.
I remember once I locked the door with a padlock all day and night, and he still found a way to get in and out. I don't know how, but he does.
Applejack rolled her eyes. Let's settle this once and for all, then.
I don't know,
said Applejack.
Maybe we should leave him alone and see if he goes away on his own. That's what happened last time.
There's no such thing as Mr. Jiggles, Applejack said, scolding impatient. And as soon as we open this door, you'll see it's the truth. You got nothing at all to worry about, Applejack. Applejack set her hoof on the latch and opened the door. The end. And that was MOP Nothing is Scarier by Duncan R. And that is about it. That's the end of the story. So with that, I will see you next time. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share the tales with your friends. Bye.